Asian version.
Israel passes controversial judicial reform bill. Massive protests erupt nationwide. The Israeli parliament passed a highly controversial judicial reform bill on the 24th, prompting widespread protests and strikes by labor unions. The bill, initiated by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government, has been widely criticized for stripping the Supreme Court of the power to reject unreasonable government decisions. In response, people took to the streets in large-scale protests, while labor unions planned strikes. According to Reuters, the Israeli parliament voted on the judicial reform bill on the 24th, with the bill passing by a vote of 64-0 after opposition lawmakers walked out in protest. Netanyahu's hardline right-wing coalition has been pushing for comprehensive judicial reform since January, including strengthening the ruling party's control over judicial appointments, weakening the Supreme Court's ability to overturn legislative and administrative decisions, and allowing the parliament to overturn Supreme Court rulings by a simple majority. Since the beginning of this year, there have been multiple protests across Israel, protesting the government's attempts to undermine judicial power and national security. After the bill was announced, a spokesperson for Israel's major public sector unions said they would meet with other union representatives to prepare for a new wave of strikes. Netanyahu, 73, underwent surgery to implant a pacemaker on the 23rd and was discharged on the 24th to attend the vote on the judicial reform bill in Parliament. Justice Minister Yariv Levin, who is leading the judicial reform plan, emphasized that Monday's vote was only the first step, criticizing the Israeli Supreme Court for excessive interference in politics. In recent days, there have been large-scale protests throughout Israel against the judicial reform plan. Some people launched a march from the coastal city of Tel Aviv and advanced towards the Parliament building in Jerusalem on the evening of the 22nd, but were unable to stop the government from passing the judicial reform bill. On the evening of the 24th, countless people had already taken to the streets throughout Israel, blocking highways and clashing with law enforcement.
Asian version.